Here goes Ross of the ATACX GYM, doing the ATACX GYM Kenpo. Behind the camera is my cousin Chris. Helping me out, my cousin Ken. They're both assistant coaches of the ATACX GYM. Okay, this is crashing wings. Now I'm going to show you the versions I've seen. It's pretty common in most Kenpo moves, and it goes like this. Crashing wings, done traditionally or more traditionally, is against a bear hug with both arms free. Okay, what we're usually taught to do is to step to one side or other. I usually choose my opponent's right side. You know, I step out with my right leg, so shoot my weight down, sit on his thighs, and crash the elbows down on his arms. Take both hands, grab his wrist, and shoot his wrist down to my pocket. Gives me enough space here to take my left leg, cat around, and staying tight to him as I'm doing so. Shoot his left elbow up toward his head, straighten his arm out, and release his hand. Drop a hammer fist on the small intestines or stomach region. Drops him, makes you free. Okay, if you like that, it's fine. But I have a number of issues with it. We made some adjustments with it. Here's why. Because usually what happens when somebody grabs you, with a waist hug, there's some energy to it. They're not going to let you go easily. They will either, when they grab you, push you forward, like that, lift you off the ground, like that, pull you back, like this, or lift you to one side and slam you here, or lift you and slam you the other side. All of these things we address with our version, which is the ATACX GYM Crashing Wings Radius, RDL. R stands for rock, D stands for drop, L stands for lock. Rocking with the shots, your punches and strikes, dropping with your takedowns, what have you, lock him up and submit him at the end. This is what we'll do. Our first concern is not to get suplexed. So and our opponent grabs us with energy. So he grabs us and he lifts. And as he lifts, we grapevine. See me grapevine this leg right here? I grab both hands, shoot my hips forward, and shoot my head back to try to headbutt him. Let me turn to the side here. Again, lift, shoot my hips forward, which is forcing his back to arch more. Shoot my head back, try to headbutt him. So I'm grabbing both his hands and trying to push them down. Turn to the side so you can see my leg. Okay, this is the grapevine. That's lifting. Lift, grapevine. Grab, shoot my hips forward, headbutt, like that. Now, from the headbutt, you know where you're gonna go next. You can feel where his head is. His head, in this case, is over my right shoulder, so that's the first place I'm gonna fire my elbow. Crashing wings, those are elbows. So now I'm neutralizing from being able to slam me with a suplex. Okay, and shoot my hips forward and press him down. He's not letting go, so I headbutt him, and then I fire an elbow directly into where his face is. Okay, let me turn this way. I headbutt him, shoot my hips forward, fire an elbow directly to where his face is, and then I simultaneously drive down hard, a heel palm strike on his hand grabbing me, and I take my grapevining leg and base out. So I drive down hard and do this. See this? Let me turn here so you can see it. Drive down hard, do this. He doesn't always let go, but the good hard shot weakens his grip. As soon as you get a good hard shot in his hand, you shoot your butt back exactly like we did in Capture Twigs, like when your booty, like you're playing basketball and you got the ball, got the rebound and your defender's too close and you booty him off of you so you can get some space. That's exactly the move you shoot here. You want to drop your weight so that you're right around his hip thigh area, and from here, after shooting the elbowing, hands down, you shoot, brace your legs out and hip back. See how that compromises his balance again? You give him another dose of the elbow at that point. Then you shoot down and fire with the other elbow as you're trying to shoot your hips forward so you can get free. You're trying to escape his grip of here. Bam, here. In this case, I'm free. I can get all the way out. But in other cases, if the person's much bigger or stronger, you may not always be able to get out that easily. So we continue with the technique. What we do here is, let me turn to the side, is we shoot the hips back, gives us more space, lock the arm here. Now, watch what I'm doing with his wrist. So I shoot his hip back, I'm actually turning his thumb away from me so that his palms will be facing the sky. Turn this way. This compromises his structure. Look at his head and his balance here before I turn his arm. Now watch when I turn his arm. See how it's structured? The shoulder forces his head back down? That's what you want. Your second elbow is going to be shooting into his body, which forces him to move like that. You lock onto your kimura. Shoot your forearm into the blade of his forearm. This right in of itself is a very painful thing. Now you're going to take your right leg and step back toward his left heel while you're squeezing in tight with your elbow. This forces him down. This is the L. This is the drop. The first parts with the strikes, the elbows and the headbutts, those are the R's. Rock. You rock them with your strikes. These are the drops. You're dropping them with a lock here. Now, notice where I'm at. My knee is in, compressing his base. Right leg is here into the base of his butt bone, which is forcing him down. He doesn't have a choice now. Okay? Now, what you're going to do here is take your right leg, knee him in the head, driving him forward down. There you go. You have full control here. You can either lock him out right here and snap his arm, or control him here. Or if issues are really severe, you can actually use this arm to keep him pinned. Take your right arm, shoot under. And I'm going to let go here so I don't do any damage to him. We're going to shoot under and effect a single arm choke here. You don't even have to go to RNC and tap him. What we can do is just simply grab his lapel. This is what I recommend. You grab his lapel and do a chicken wrist thing. Chicken wrist, which is you grabbing his shoulder or you grabbing his neck with your bare hands and raise your wrist up like you're trying to look at your watch. This movement right here. That would be sufficient to choke him unconscious. Okay? So, if you have any questions or comments, you already know what to do. Leave it at the end of this video. This is Head Coach Ross of the ATACX GYM helping me out. It's my cousin, Assistant Coach Kent. Behind the camera, it's my cousin, Assistant Coach Chris. Thank you very much for your time.